An educational program that launched last month is providing students with first-hand stories from Medal of Honor recipients. This platform highlights not just the heroic actions, but the profound character values exemplified by these individuals. Let's welcome Brock Beaver, Social Studies Curriculum Professional Development Coach for Dorchester School District 2. I want to thank you so much for joining us today. And you helped also with the development of this program, correct?
Yes, I did.
Tell me about this program.
This program was designed for students to have easy access and to kind of put themselves in the shoes of Medal of Honor recipients, which is the highest military award for valor in the United States. And what we aim to do is to share the stories, but to also demonstrate for students that they can make similar decisions based on their own character traits, and to have them not only in the shoes of a recipient, but also to reflect on their own personal lives and ways that they can display those dispositions.
Mm-hmm. So these stories that we're hearing from these Medal of Honor recipients, they're speaking about their, I'm sure, their heroic actions, right? But then also, where does the values come into play? Is that explored more in these stories?
It is. So the way the program's set up is the all 6 core values that the society and the CDP program represent. And in those, when you look at the actions of the recipients, they exhibit those. In many cases, it's really their core reaction to something they don't have time to stop and reflect on. These actions occurred, many of them in a split-second decision, and it was the revealing of those values. And what the program is designed to do is to get students to realize they can reflect similar traits in simple day-to-day decision-making.
And now, obviously, this program is incredible, right? I mean,
yes.
What it focuses on, hearing these first-person stories of Medal of Honor recipients. But what makes this program unique or stand out amongst other, supplemental educational tools?
Well, what really makes it stand out is their stories themselves. These are very unique stories. Each recipient has a completely different action, but you'll notice many are similar. And many of these stories cannot be replicated, and in many cases, God willing, they don't have to be replicated. So that's what really makes it stand out. What also makes it stand out is just the vast diverseness of the recipients themselves. We're talking time periods, demographics, and many students can identify with any one of these recipients, from whether it's geographic location or basically something that they personally have done in their life. So to me, it's a very unique opportunity to step into a unique action that could have happened generations prior.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
And now, so this was just launched in June of this past year.
Yes.
But this is, the character development program is a long-standing program.
Yes.
And this is kind of part of that, if I understand?
It's part of the program, yes.
Okay.
So the society, the Foundation Society, have had some character development ideas and lessons prior, and this is just a component of that.
Mm-hmm. And now, obviously, this particular program is too new, to hear feedback and all that kind of stuff. But can you speak to the character development program and the feedback we've heard from that?
Yes, and it's used nationwide, and I think we're pushing around 19,000 teachers, including Department of Defense. I think some overseas schools use it. And it is not a chronological program. It can be used, they're standalone. They can be used not only in curriculum and instruction of kind of your traditional school. It can be used in after-school advisory. Scouts, I know, have used it in the past. So it's a very versatile program which speaks to all ability levels and pretty much any geographic location in the United States.
Yeah, and you mentioned, it's not just about the classroom, right? It can go beyond the classroom, but also the values that are provided in this program. It seems like even if you're, an adult and you're not in school, like this could be something incredible for you. Is that an option?
Absolutely. The website is public, so anyone in the general public, even just interested historians or someone who's just interested in our nation's history, I think they would benefit. And they're short, digestible, but the beautiful thing about the program is it's not limited to the program. With students today, we really want them to kind of explore on their own options, use their own research abilities. We invite the general public to do that as well, to learn more about these recipients and dig a little deeper into their stories, actions, and even lives post-reception of the medal.
And now, with working with the Dorchester School District, do you have plans to implement this in the near future?
We hope so. We hosted a training in January and kind of exposed teachers to, hey, this is the program. It's provided at no cost, the entire CDP program for that matter. And it was received very positively. Teachers are looking at it, and I know the and high school levels for the secondary lessons, but there are also elementary lessons that the CD program offers that even at young ages, just introducing the concept of citizenship and patriotism and even just simple civil discourse, which really is needed right now in the United States,
absolutely.
I believe.
And the potential takeaways from this is great. And where can we find more information about the Path to Honor?
So Path to Honor can be found on the Medal of Honor's website. It's cmohs.org. And if you go into educators, there's a list of the CDP programs, and Path to Honor, I believe, is the last section down there. That the general public, it's open.
Wonderful, wonderful. Brock, I want to thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
We're back after this.